Hi there, smart drivers. Rick with Smart Drive Test. Another quick tip for Logbook Smart. Speeding. One of the reasons that you put the mileage on your logbook and the amount of time that you drive during the day is because officials will look at that. They'll take the total number of miles that you drove for the day, divide it by the number of hours that you claim that you drove, and they'll come up with a total average speed for the day that you worked. Now, if you're driving a loaded truck, 80,000 pounds in the States, whatever you're driving in Canada, if you're driving a set of Super Bs, you're driving a Tridem or tandem with the maximum amount of weight allowed on that vehicle, you're going to run a lot slower than if you're running empty or a partial load. So that's going to have an effect on you. The other thing that's going to have an effect on your average speed for the day is running in mountains. And mountains will slow you down as well. If you're running heavily loaded or you're running in mountains, you're only going to run an average speed of about 50 miles an hour or 82, 83 kilometers an hour for the day. So if you leave Vancouver in the morning and end up at the Kamloops scale 3.5 hours later, and authorities look at your logbook and figure out how much time it took you and then determine an average speed from the number of miles it is from Vancouver to Kamloops and the amount of time that you drove there, 3.5 hours, you potentially could get a speeding ticket, because there's no way in a big truck through the mountains with a load on that you're going to make it from Vancouver to Kamloops, BC in 3.5 hours. It's more like 4 to 5.5 hours depending on how heavy you are and what kind of truck you got. So take note, figure out at the end of the day your average speed, and make sure that your average speed complies with whether you're loaded, you're running in the mountains, or you're running on the flat. If you're running on the flat and you're not running as heavy, you can run a bit faster, but in the mountains and heavily loaded, you're only going to run around 50 miles an hour or 82, 83 kilometers an hour. So make sure you check your average speed at the end of the day as part of the checks on your logbook. Question for my smart drivers. Have you up to this point been looking at your average speed at the end of the day? Leave a comment down in the comment section there. Tell us what you think about average speed, and in the very unfortunate situation that you did in fact get a speeding ticket from your logbook, that too would be great information for CDL drivers entering the industry. I'm Rick with Smart Drive Test. Thanks very much for watching. If you like what you see here, share, subscribe, leave a comment down in the comment section. All of that helps us out. As well, hit that thumbs up button. Check out the videos below. Those two will give you links to great information for CDL drivers working towards their license or working towards a career as a truck or bus driver. If you're on a mobile device, check out the cards in the upper right hand corner. Those two will give you links to all of the information for CDL drivers, truck and bus drivers. Thanks again for watching. Good luck on your license. And remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great day. Bye now.